talk me through then, first of all, how manipulating the spine has that effect?
Okay, so when manipulating the spine, you're going to activate muscle spindles, and that's going to go mainly up the spinocerebellar tracts into the cerebellum. Some will then go up into the, let's get our brain here. Some will go into the sort of medial areas of the cerebellum.
Yep.
And a bit of it will go to 3, Broca's area here.
You need to turn it around a bit so the camera can see where you're pointing at.
3 here, where we've got our sensory strip. We've got part of that, 3B for proprioception. So as we do the manipulation, one of the things that happens is that you get more activation in the cerebellum, and that is intimately linked to the vestibular nuclei, which are about here. Now, as I say, they're sending signals up to the eyes and down to the spine. So we've got 2 pathways there. The medial vestibular spinal tract is only going down as far as sort of T2, T3, and is not doing much power, but it's doing a lot of fine movement with the intrinsics so that our neck and eyes can be controlled. So this helps with the vestibular ocular reflex, keeping our eyes fixed on something as we're moving our head. You know, as we walk along, we bounce a bit, but the world shouldn't be doing this because this is working. So there's a relationship between the two there. So it's certainly possible, and I see it sometimes, that I do some either spinal manipulation, which is sending a very high amount of input to this area, or maybe I'll just use a device with gentle vibration or percussion, which is just activating the muscle spindles a smaller amount, because I've decided that this area is fairly fragile, so I don't want to overstimulate it.
What would give you the clues that that was a fragile area as you describe it?
It would be testing. So as I'm testing someone's balance, for instance, doing a Romberg's, you can see if this is oversensitive, they're going to feel like they're moving a lot more than they actually are. So you might see that the patient just moves a couple of centimetres, but they're kind of panicking, thinking they're going to fall over.
Right.
I might do a visual stimulation, what we call optokinetic, or just getting them to move their eyes, and they feel dizzy or nauseous, because this vestibular area has input from proprioception, vision, and the vestibular apparatus. And so if the proprioception tends to go down, we tend to rely more on the vision. And that can lead to points where people then feel like they're moving because the visual field is moving, rather than they're unable to assess where their body is.